What's the word?
Yo,
What's happening?
1 second.
What's up, Samurai Chris? Already in the house, man. What's going on, everybody? It's another lazy Sunday. Doing what we do, making it go down, making it happen. Tonight, our guest is Jedi Jack himself, JJE Toys, diorama extraordinaire. Raven's Eye, what's up, man? Joining us tonight. How's it going, man? What up, Samurai?
Yo, give me a second. I gotta back out and come back in.
Okay, no worries. So how everybody's doing? I know Mythics was on sale this week. I got a couple because I had a bunch of Big Bad Toy Store shit show up. So that cut right into my Mythic budget, but I did get the couple Mythics that I wanted, so that I'm okay with that. And not only that, but some of them are gonna still be up for until they sell out. So I might pick up a couple things this weekend when I get a new toy budget going on. What's up, brother?
Now it works. Good.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I know Blitz went in deep. He got his figs.
What are you talking about? The Mythic sale?
Yes.
Yes, indeedy.
He got what he was wanting. And again, like I said, I had to take it easy. I already took a pretty big hit from Mofexes and Mezcos and shit like that. Does that mean, man, I already opened all my figs, bro? That, I mean, yeah, I couldn't wait on none of them. So the only one I didn't open is Snake Eyes, which is supposed to be here Tuesday, but FedEx is pissing me off. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow because the fucker is in Chino, which I could drive to right now if I wanted to and pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they're doing. You went for the Army Builders with that sale. Yeah, that's what's up. What up, Green?
Yo.
Yeah, I'll probably go back and get the Demon Guys weekend if he's still up there. We'll see. We'll see who's still up there. We're going to see who's still up there. And then I'll deal with that because I already do. Now that I've gotten the Mofex Gambit, which is amazing. He's fucking badass. I'm now on the hunt to get the Mezco Gambit. I'm gonna get him. It's nice. Gambit, man. He's my third favorite X-Men, so I might as well just get all Gambits made. So shit. And just call it a night. Trifecta. Fed fucking you. Yeah, FedEx is acting ignorant, but again, I could drive to where it's at on the app, but
I want to see.
I can just hit Chino. Oh, so you know about that, Samurai Chris? Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I guess it is a shit show when packages hit Chino. If I can drive there and get the damn thing tomorrow if I needed to. Stupid asses.
I want to try to grab more relic guards.
Do it. I mean, do.
I mean,
get what you need.
I could try.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And it would. I mean, Green. It would be. This is a good opportunity for you to grab something for $26 or something. Grab a
for what Mythics?
Yeah,
man, they have the in stock sale.
Oh, on their website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. When's it run until?
I think it still runs out of stock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
It doesn't look like their Legion builders are running out of stock though.
They're not, or they are.
No, that they're not. So
yeah,
might be up for a little while.
Yeah, it said for several weeks or until the supplies run out.
Does that include like Cosmics too, or just Mythics?
They only had one Cosmic. I don't know if he's still up, which is the War Tour figure.
War Tour was up there.
Oh, I don't
which
know.
I think he still is, to be honest. I haven't checked. But
okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll check it out.
But I mean, you've not got a Mythic yet, so it'd be worth just checking one out. For that price, it's cheaper than a Marvel Legend.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm just saying. But he said, Raven says, "Do it, get it done." But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our guest tonight.
Bring him out. Bring him out.
The man is a toy photographer extraordinaire, cosplayer extraordinaire, diorama maker extraordinaire. He's a trifecta. He does everything. I don't know what he doesn't do. but we're gonna find out what he doesn't.
A jack of all trades.
Yeah, he literally is. So we're gonna find out what he doesn't do. What up,
Hey!
Yo.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's
What's
up,
up?
brother?
Cannot complain, man. Thanks for being patient with us, and thanks for joining us, brother. We appreciate you. And hey, how you been?
I'm good, day by day, hanging in there. Green, I can't believe you don't have any mythics yet, bro. What's up with that?
I know, right, huh?
I do
Like-
have one cosmic though, so there's that.
I guess, yeah, but Green said he's not really too much into the, I don't know, the fantasy type, whatever you call it, type stuff going on.
I think so the one, if I were to get into them, because I do want to get one just to try them out, because I have the gray alien from the cosmic line.
Okay.
That's the one I have, and I love that thing. So probably from mythics, I have been eyeing some like skeletons, because like I have an idea of the Skeletos to fight Link from Legend of Zelda. I was thinking about those kind of shots.
That'd be cool.
I think the Legion Builder is still up on the website from Skeleton Legion Builder.
Yeah, I think they still had them up there, and those are good. I mean, you can't beat the price they're going for either. So.
Right.
I know. Yeah, 26 is a steal.
Yeah.
That's like that's Marvel Legend price.
Yeah,
So,
literally, and you're getting a lot more than what you're getting with for that price on a Legends. For sure.
Absolutely.
You actually get accessories.
Yeah, exactly, and fully painted and sculpted.
Fully painted, and it's
and that one comes packed to the hilt. That's Skeleton Legion Builder.
That's a good point. Shit, I might get a couple of those just because, just to have a few.
And I don't know if you know Green, but like the big thing on all the Four Horsemen stuff is like everything's pop and swap, man. You can make so many custom figures just easy, you know. You get a couple of those guys, and you can do all kinds of stuff.
You can,
and that's why I like the skeletons too, because you can do a lot of part swaps and make like individual and unique ones.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
It's funny, Jedi. I've not ever did any pop and swaps. Like I've got several. I've never thought about, for whatever reason, I just like them as they are. And
they're all great. Yeah, as they are.
I think
me
it's
too.
I think it's a part of like just pure ignorance to the fact of how adaptable they are. They're modular that I just don't think about it. I don't think about
right.
Oh man, I should be,
For me, I think it's because they come out with so many characters. You don't really need to make anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, like
you definitely don't. Yeah,
they have 1, 2. Right now for skeletons, they have 3 different Legion builders. Obviously, 2 of them are older.
Yeah.
But like the female one, you can make into 2 different characters, and that's 2 Legion builders on its own, and then the other ones as well.
That's right.
So it's just like I have all individual. I think I only made 1 figure, and that was because nobody was selling him, and the fellas know, which was Sir Gerard.
Oh yes, that's right.
I wanted him so bad, and I couldn't find him anywhere. Nobody had him for sale. Nobody even had it, pretty much. So I made my fucking own.
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what you do. So
I got lucky and got one off of an online auction.
Nice.
For like $25.
Oh,
damn.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome. It's a steal, man.
Hell yeah.
No, but Jedi's right, man. You just like for that price, just dip into one. Like in the skeleton builders, an easy one to dip into. And Blitz is right, comes packed with the hilt with accessories, and you'll just, I mean, it's one of those things where, it's you appreciate the craftsmanship. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see what he got.
This guy was like just all popped and swapped off of other parts.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
that's
wow.
awesome.
Dude,
That's
that's
awesome.
dope.
I like that.
And
Damn.
I love the colorway of it. That's dope.
Yes. How many pop and swaps did you do with it? What is it? Break them down for us real quick.
so I think the head was off of the one of the dwarfs. And then I can't remember where the armor came from, the shoulder armor, and then the body was it was off of one of those the 2-pack exclusives they had for
Okay.
Something. So I did just a little extra painting and on the belt and everything.
Nice.
And then highlighting some stuff, and then grabbed extra hands, and then I took the orc armor for the legs.
Oh, so sick.
And just simple stuff. I didn't do too much to it other than like played around with some parts and added some paint,
And there you go. Whipped it up.
Yeah, I mean, just easy and fun to do. And then because I had like some extra parts laying around, and it was like, oh, cool, I got an extra guy now. So,
nice. I like that one. That one's
Dude, good.
So that's what he's not wrong. Green. There's a lot of expandability with Mythic Legends and Cosmic.
Yeah.
To be honest, they're both open to whatever your imagination can.
And I was staying away from him for the longest time because I'm a big fan of like myth and fantasy stuff, but I was when I started the whole modern collecting, I should say, and started with the photography. My first thing was like, I'm just going to do Star Wars.
Okay.
That was it. I was just buying Black Series.
Okay.
That was it. And I'm like, I'm not buying a Marvel Legends because I don't want to fall down that black hole. And now I have a whole, display case full of them. And I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else.
No new lines.
I seen all the mythics, people were doing. I'm like, man, they look awesome, but I'm not doing it. I'm not falling down that hole. And then
that's what I said.
And then Pat the Collector sent me one.
Nice.
And then I was done. I was done.
All it takes is one.
All it took was one.
Bro.
And then I tried to stay away from the Cosmics. I'm like, I'm not buying the Cosmics. I'm not doing it. And then I forgot. I think it was you, Thor. You're like, do it. And they had the one sale, so I'm like, all right, screw it. I'll buy a couple. And I'm like, damn it. Now I'm gonna buy more.
Hey man, it's like I said, you really, for Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, the biggest thing I get out of them is appreciating the craftsmanship.
Yeah,
I really appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into the figures. That's one of my biggest highlights for them.
And that's one thing I noticed right off the bat was just like the level of detail that thing had. Like you look into its eyes and it looks like it's looking right back at you.
Right.
It's crazy.
I mean, it with any line, we know all lines have their issues, have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
if you can find what works for you in that line, then that's what makes it shine. And like I said, for me with the Mythic and Cosmic, it's the craftsmanship. I just love the like you said, Green, the details. It's like the intricate, every layer of paint, every layer of sculpting, it makes it just feel really unique. And I like that.
Wait until I show y'all, what is his name? Azar Cesar?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking amazing.
I think I'm getting him because I want to get the combined, his original version or whatever before he got broken into two people.
Yeah.
I do have the second Alien pre-ordered, the one that comes with the robes with the hood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a treasure, man. They're a treat. I like them. And from a point of view, it's like, I buy Mezcos now, Mafex now, stuff like that. But
hold on, let me turn on my light.
Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, they are just slightly more than Marvel Legends or something, and they're quite a bit less than Mafex and
that's
Mezco.
ridiculous.
So it's like I don't feel bad at all when I get them because it's worth the entry point to me.
So this is Azar Cesar, if I'm not mistaken. That's how his name is. He's the combination of Cesar and Azar put together. His horns are articulated.
Yes.
You can put them however you want. He comes with fire effects for his hands for like when he's punching. I just left it on because I thought it looked dope. His staff is fucking amazing.
That is crazy.
Yes. So this is ogre scale. right? But yet he's bigger than the vampire ogre.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
He's taller than him. And it's not with the horns; it's just the head itself is taller, like in height.
Dude.
Yeah, he's badass. This is definitely up for in my top 10 this year.
I'm getting him. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, I'm waiting on mine to show up. I ordered.
Nice.
And then
What
this is fucking sick,
what's
bro.
up, fellas?
His like buckle on his garment is fucking Poxus, bro.
I know, isn't that crazy? That's dope as hell. And I love how he's got that. He actually has like fluorescent details to him. It's dope.
He's fucking dope.
Yeah.
And then of course the man himself finally got my Poxus.
There you go.
Ooh,
he's sick, dude. That guy's sick.
That's great.
Nice.
I just waiting on my horse now. Just waiting on the horse.
There you go. There you go. So I mean, it's yeah, like I said, man. For the price point they're at, it is actually fantastic because you get the painting, you get the detailing, you get and don't mind you, they are improving things. So now we're getting better articulation coming in. So it's like for that price point, man, it's worth it, man.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of stuff out here that's kind of all over the place price wise, but I feel like as we cherry pick and we're in cherry pick mode, you're gonna get spend your money wisely if you possibly can.
Yeah.
He said he saw the Power Wave at Chusby's yesterday. It was very tempting. Man, they're not. I mean.
What he said? Man. What he saw? I didn't hear what he said. Who? Azar?
Yeah, the whole wave. I mean, it's for those who like this stuff, man. Do it. Do it, because if you don't do it now and you wait on some of these guys, that's the thing about Mythic Legion.
It's just gonna go up.
Oh yeah, they're similar to older Marvel Legends when they just jump through the roof, for no reason. It's like it doesn't make any sense, but
that's what I explained to my wife before getting yelled at.
Nice. The man did it right. He did it.
Well, actually, after getting yelled at, and then she was like, "Oh, okay, I understand."
Is she doing all right, bro?
Yes, she is. Thank you.
Good.
She didn't yell at me much.
There you go.
But it's more so like I explained to her, I was like, 2 of the figures that I wanted from the sale is like 135 for each one.
Yes.
I ended up getting 9 only. I got 9 for 307.
Right, which is a great. Because again,
besides what I got this morning and on eBay.
Toy Addicts is admiring your setup, Jedi.
It's coming along. It's getting there.
That's awesome.
That setup.
Yeah, dude.
Got the setup. Got the thing.
So
what is that? Jack, that setup is like, yeah. It is, man. Come on, dude. I told you the dude's a trifecta up in here.
This is my whole studio. I'm just finishing up and putting together. I took a whole room of my house and put up a wall and a barn door and redid the whole thing. So it's all the display stuff and storage is behind me, and then over on this side is my table for shooting photos.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right next to it's my table for working for Dio stuff for painting and carving. Yeah. Then over here's my 3D printer and all that stuff set up. This way I can have one whole room, because before I had stuff just everywhere and I was just it was chaos. Just trying to shoot a photo. Sometimes it would take me half an hour to find what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And now I got everything. I got my diodes like underneath the table and then in a shelf here. So anytime I want to set something up, I can do it right away. All my figures are behind me. This way I just open the door and grab who I want.
Toy Addict says you need something else. All you need now is a swimsuit photo of him.
I need that. I'm telling you, that's my walls are missing artwork, man. I got some, and any of you guys that have stuff that you want to send me, you send me a photo you guys did. It's going up on the wall.
Nice.
you know, I want to collect stuff from everybody and put it all up in here because pay tribute to the community because you guys have supported me, you know, through thick and thin, and I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, of course,
Awesome.
man. Of course, we got you, bro. We got
absolutely,
you.
man.
Which is a perfect segue into telling us about more. So we decided we're gonna do more deep dive with our guests and like just kind of go through their pages, show some stuff, and get in. And you've got like I said, you've got the trifecta thing going on. So let's start with your I want to start with your photography page.
Hold on, I want to show something real quick.
Oh, what you got?
Oh wait, I got to show Blitz something too.
Jedi should be proud of me. So I'm working on something that I broke, but I think it looks better now.
That throne looks good, bro.
Yeah. So check it out real quick. It's drying now, but I gotta go over it again.
Ooh.
Oh, dope.
Looking nice, man.
Damn. That's sick.
Oh yeah. I love it, man.
Thank you.
So what happened?
Because you guys know I have to move soon because you know the building is gonna get renovated. So I decided to pack some more stuff today or whatever, and that throne I hadn't used in so long. So I was like, you know, let me just put it away because the only thing I really have displayed left now is actually this because I had to put my Dragon Ball Z figures away.
Shit.
So I went to put it in a storage bin that I had, and the cross from the top of that throne snapped off.
Oh,
so I was like, fucking shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna throw it away. It's only that top piece. So I shaved down the top into like an archway, like an arch. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just put the symbol incorporated on the back part of the stone.
Yes.
Nice.
So
that's dope.
That's it for now. I still got to do the rest of the stone details to it, but we'll see.
Hey, Blitz, this is all your flooring for your dio.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah!
So this is all.
Oh, look
it's all
at
got to
that.
be painted, but it's ready to rock. So is all your scaffolding. So it's coming along.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I am excited.
I mean, okay, man. We let's see here. We gotta check this shit because this is crazy, bro. You. Matter of fact, let me do something real quick because this is nuts, man.
I'm excited. I can't wait. It's just gonna suck that I can't really fucking do anything until I move back.
We're gonna reverse engineer this shit real quick since keep the flow going. So here we go. Here's one of the latest things. Perfect timing. Bro, what the hell, man? What the hell, though? What's up, man?
Fucking dope.
What the hell?
Frankie, Realm of Toys hit me up, a while back, and he's like, dude, I really wanted a wrestling walkout stage, and I'm not into wrestling, I mean, I was as a kid, luckily when I played Little League, the team I was on was sponsored by the local gym. We had the coolest uniforms. They were black and gray, and then had a big bull deadlift and a big 500-pound bar. It was the logo on the chest and stuff. We sucked, but we had cool uniforms. And because the gym owner was big into powerlifting and stuff, wrestling came to town, and all the wrestlers worked out at the gym. So the owner and our main coach of the team brought the whole team in, and I got to meet Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Elizabeth, Leaping Lanny Poffo, George the Animal Steel, Iron Sheik. It was a bunch of them, a bunch of the golden age guys,
Yes.
And that was really cool. But anyway, Frankie hit me up to do this, and literally I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna pull this off. And so I had been toying around with I think I talked about it on somebody else's show prior to the new year, probably like back in November or December, that I was, for the next year, I was planning on, getting a 3D printer so I could try to like, up the game on like the Dio stuff to be able to do things I can't do by hand.
Yes.
Because there's some things that you just can't do to make them look well, know, and and I thought, some of the other stuff, it would just be good additions to things. I can add extra details and extra, really cool stuff to make everybody's dios pop, because
yes.
So I got it, and then it's a learning process because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out day by day, and so I found some stuff that worked. And I was like, well, we'll try it like this. And, I just kept messing around. It took me a lot of tries and a lot of playing around with stuff and make it work. And then I had to, work with the material for like the curtains. I was used to having somebody else do the material work for me, but I had to do it myself. And, so I got it to work, and, I'm just glad he's happy with it, man. Cause I was like,
amazing.
I wanted to be good for him cause I knew it was something he really, really wanted. And I think it came out pretty cool. His photos look awesome with it. That's for sure.
He said he thinks it came out pretty cool. It came out amazing, bro. This
that's
thing is
badass.
fantastic.
Dude, this
man.
brings back all the old school memories, man.
Yes,
like, this is
dude.
spot on.
Like this is Hollywood level set work, man. Miniature work, bro. Like, I'm serious.
It was funny. I got a real good friend that he's big time into wrestling, and I sent him the photo of the Dio, and he's like, holy shit, what show were you at? Did you go to WrestleMania? I'm like, oh, man.
Yes. Dude, this is amazing, man.
So
this is crazy, bro.
You
So tell us what was the like time on building this? Like, I know you probably split it up and knocked away chunks at a time, but like overall, what was your time frame?
If I was to count like the 3D printer running time, it's going to be a lot, because like those scaffoldings to like do like there's I think 8 there's like 8 pieces, 8 big pieces, and then 2 smaller ones. But like to do like I was having to print out like 3 at a time. I was having trouble trying to do more than that, and like each one of those takes like 8 hours to print.
Yeah.
So, but again, the printer's doing all the work. So I'd set it up to print, go to work, come home, and like, okay, I got 3 done, set it up for the next 3.
Nice.
The flooring the same way. That was a lot of stuff. And then it was like I'm doing on because I'm doing one for Blitz. I have all of his scaffolding thing, but there's a lot of time to like clean it up. So when it prints, there's a lot of like small hairs and overhangs and little pieces. So it's like a lot of filing and sanding and trying to make it look good before you paint it and stuff. And then it's, assembling it, gluing it together, and then welding it. I actually take a soldering iron and I weld all those pieces together. So it's not just glued. I fuse the plastic together. So it's a little bit more solid.
But it also, nice. I'm sure when you put the overlay, you paint on it, it does look like a real weld at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm always hoping for. Like I try to get it, sanded out so it looks like a weld when it's done, and doesn't look like just a big blob of anything.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, do you feel, since this is the second one that you're technically making, that this time around is a little bit easier than the first time?
Yeah, like I at least I know what I'm doing. I know how to like set some things up for like so the scaffoldings print better. Because like there's probably 20 of those things that I printed that were failures. So and then it took me a while to like figure out how to dial it in. And once I got it going good, I'm like, okay, that's I can live with that. you know, and for yours, I printed out, you know, your stuff's all printed. It's literally the prep work, paint, and, you know, attaching it to the foam pieces and doing the layout, which honestly goes pretty quick.
Mhm.
And then building like the framework for the curtain and stuff, which again is pretty simple. I don't do anything fancy. It's PVC. You'll have to, you know, when you get it, you know, it's a little bit of assembly. It's just pipe put together, click it together, throw the curtain through the thing.
That's awesome.
And the nice thing is, so when I do my dials, one of the biggest things I do, for me as a dial builder, and again, guys, I may be a dial builder. That's how people think of me, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this shit up.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I always
Sure
think,
you are.
I always think like more about one, how somebody's going to be able to shoot with it. So I try to think about different angles and things like that. So you can use it in different ways. So I try to make sure it's like it's wide enough, it's tall enough, it's you know, you can shoot it from different angles.
Yeah.
And I also think about how are you going to break it down and store it? You know, how are you going to break it down and be able to ship it? You know, it's one thing to make a giant ass dio, but if I need a truck to transport it, it doesn't do me any good. You know, if it's something that you have to leave completely set up all the time, that's not going to do you any good either. Because you're like, well, I don't want that. I don't have the space for it. You know, most of us are working in pretty small areas, so I would say like 50% of my time when I'm going into design work is just figuring out how it breaks down. Like I can think about how it's built and how it's going to look, but how it's going to break down is a bigger part. So like on this, the ramp is one piece, and then the stage itself is two separate pieces.
Oh wow.
Okay, and then the tunnel is one big solid piece.
Nice.
Right? And then the scaffolding's one piece on its own, and then the framework for the curtains all put together, but it all breaks down individually. So by the time it's done, it all fits into like one nice little box.
Nice.
So this way, if you need to store it, you're not using it, put it all in one box, you're done. You know, you don't have to worry. It's all magnetized. This way, you just click it together. It slides right into place. Click, click, click. Set the thing up and, you know, shoot away.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait.
Crazy, man. It's amazing, man. I love it, dude. And everything you said, I can attest to that as I continuously tag you day after day, Jedi Jack. Dude, you're probably tired. It's like, why does this fucker keep tagging me?
No. I love it. But I will tell you, that street design and those sidewalks was the most brain painful thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Oh man.
Because like trying to figure out how to make all of that work so you could move it around into different directions and like to make sure the magnets match up and then make sure this goes this way and click it. Dude, that was so much.
I'm sorry, bro.
No. It was a wonderful challenge because I learned so much from doing that. Like it was great, and I was like, my only regret is like I was so excited to get it to you because I felt like I'd taken so long. I never took any pictures of it to post, you know. So the only pictures that come out are the stuff that you use it. But I don't know if any of you guys saw like when right before I sent it to Thor, I laid the whole thing out on my table. What I sent him, the street pieces and the sidewalks.
Yes,
it literally takes up an entire dining room table.
Oh, it does.
It's huge.
It's massive, man. I mean, I can put cards on it and everything. It's crazy. But again, it's you. I had an idea, and you said, let me just be an artist, and you did, man. And you came back, and this thing is so versatile. It's outrageous, man.
I commend you for your patience, bro, because I make stuff and the fellas know I can't stand it. It's not, no, let me correct myself. It's not that I can't stand it. It's more so like the way my mind works, when I want to take a photo of something, if I don't have what I want for the photo, I always come up with the bright idea. I can fucking make it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll make it. And like the whole process of me making whatever it is, all I could think about is the photo at the end that I want. And I get frustrated with I'm still doing the damn dial.
Right.
Gotcha.
And it gets annoying. I mean, at least for me, it gets annoying after a while. I mean, I don't mind the process. I just don't like how long the process takes.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
Right.
man, I don't have any dials for myself. I mean, I have like maybe one or two, maybe three walls that I kind of use over and over. And then I have some extreme sets. And then because half the time when I make something, it ends up going out. Now I'll try to get a couple shots with it on my own where I'm like, oh, this came out really cool,
Right.
And then it goes out the door. And anymore, I don't have the time to make anything for myself.
Right.
I got that one sitting up behind me that I did for the Savage Crucible thing for their contest, and I still got that. And again, that thing's so massive. It takes up so much room that I hate it. I love it because I really like how it came out, and it was a lot of work, and I'm proud of it. But again, it's like so big, it breaks down, but it's still big. Like
I think that was my problem too. I made a 4-foot castle.
Yeah,
right.
Your castle,
and I didn't make it till it could break down.
Oh, that's right.
So it's one solid piece, and I had to actually break off a side of it because it was coming off and it was no way to repair it. So what I did was I chopped a piece off of it. And then yesterday I was looking at it and I'm like, when I move back, I'm going to add on to it. And then, when they say that you have the little person on your shoulder, the little person on my shoulder was saying, you fucking idiot, you don't want to do it. And you're going to be like, I don't want to do this no more. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I think I am. I'm going to add on to it.
That's like one thing I try to focus on lately is like if I get a chance to kind of do something for myself, I do something small and I try to think of it as something that's going to work like modularly to add to something else.
Okay.
Right.
So like I did.
I wish I thought like that, but my brain don't operate like that. I really wish.
Just doing a staircase, right?
Damn.
Oh, that's
amazing, dude. Holy shit.
And so,
wow.
So what I did is I made one, and then I'm like, all right, well, what if I make another one like turning 90 degrees, with a platform so it goes up. So
yes.
So then I made another one.
Right?
Oh, nice.
And then, so I got it set up that. With like this.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
You can do
just like that. Yep.
Oh man, that's
dope.
So
good.
Hang on. Sorry guys, didn't mean to be backwards.
No worries, man.
No, you're good.
So you got something like this.
Yep.
Okay, I need something like that. You see, now I'm gonna be talking to you about this.
Look at that.
And then this will connect up.
Look at that.
Oh man, you got a fucking
dude, man.
I definitely will be hitting you up at the end of the show for something like that.
I got some ideas.
So then like I got other pieces and I just try to like keep adding to it in this way. Like, okay, if I wanted a bigger piece, and I can turn it around, I can still use it for different stuff and I can use it, and
that is fucking dope.
If I try to do like I got a couple like brick walls that are like warehouse style that I'll use. And I've been trying to like finish it up because I really wanted, I haven't forgot about your design, Thor. I'm working on it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm trying to challenge you with something, maybe.
No, that's a good. I got some good ideas for it too. I think I just got to get it on paper.
Yes.
But it's in it for me too. For myself, I'm always thinking like, well, what do I need? What do I? Do I need more? Cosmic space stuff, for Star Wars things. So then like I'm trying to like find some things. All right, I need to build something that looks a little bit more, techie, a little bit more sci-fi looking.
I'll be right back. I can hear y'all, but I'll be right back.
You know, well, shit, I need more for, you know, my Marvel Legends stuff. So, you know, do I need more buildings or streets or, you know, so it's always a challenge of like what I'm going to try to like do for myself. And then, you know, and then I get 20 people hitting me up for wrestling stages, you know, so, or, you
it
know,
was amazing, man.
I got a really cool one that I'm starting work on. I'm hopefully going to start on it tomorrow while I'm taking a break on Blitz's stage. Is Toy Attic. I don't know if you guys saw the basement I did for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now he wants a full front Michael Myers house.
Oh, like the
whole thing.
That's
so that's the next one that's on the build list.
Oh shit!
Damn, man! It just blows my mind. Oh.
Well, I already know what's the next thing I would love for you to build for me whenever that arises. But I'll pick your brain right now. Maybe you can think of something.
Yeah.
So the same way you had the staircase going up onto a platform, instead of it going up to another staircase without a background, like maybe a wall attached to it with like an old school window.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. All right. So hang on. Here's a little. I forgot about this one.
Uh-oh. Look at this, man. This is nuts. This is straight bananas. Unworthy said, I'm super hard.
This was literally just all out of scrap pieces. So
that's so sick. Oh my god,
dude.
And then so the backside's not fully painted yet. I was kind of playing around with some ideas, but I've ended up using it in photos. It was supposed to be just like cliffs and stuff.
That's so
sick.
That is dope.
My idea was like, okay, I got the staircase, but you know, what am I going to use the backside for? So I tried to come up with something that I could use it for else. And you know, and I've used this for everything from Indiana Jones to Mythics to I've done up the stairs. I've done
Doom.
I've done down the stairs.
You're right. Yeah.
That is fucking dope,
dude. Man.
And that was literally just using scrap pieces where I was just like, I wonder, you know, because a lot of times when I'm doing stuff, like if I do it for myself, I'm usually trying to figure out a better way to do it for everybody else.
Awesome.
Yes.
So that's I make the experiments on me basically.
Okay.
So like I've done, you know, TMNT 1987.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
I just did some trees for him, and they were the fifth version of trees that I've done.
Oh,
you know, and to me they were the best ones I've ever done. Like I was like, okay, now I've got it dialed in. You know,
that's another reason why I don't like doing dials. Like if I made a dial for myself and somebody asked me for one, if I make the second one better than mine, I'm like, shit.
Right.
He says, Quag says, this man's literally a jack of all trades. There's nothing this man can't do. At this point, he could build a brand new Earth when this one goes to shit. He might have a point.
He speaks the truth.
Because I'm noticing, okay, like this, for example. Dude, where do you
fucking amazing?
Like you?
Damn.
Do you do masonry or something like that, or you do construction or something?
When I was younger, I worked in construction and stuff.
Okay,
you know, but
because your eye for it is like so spot on.
Do you draw?
Not anymore. Other than when I'm drawing dios. Like so, one, I'm old. You know, that's pretty apparent. But you know, when I was in high school, all I wanted to do was draw comics, man. That was my that was I wanted to go to art school. I was a musician at the time, you know, wanted to go to art school. And, you know, when I was graduating, you know, that was the heyday of comic artists. You're talking that was McFarlane, that was, you know, Lee Field, that was Jim Lee, you know, all those guys were, you know, they were rock stars then.
Yes.
and you just didn't have a chance. Like you just you know. I think nowadays, I literally think, you know, with the ability to be do independent stuff is just amazing, you know. But like anyway, so like I didn't get to draw comics, obviously, you know. So and my music career fizzled out in actually probably like 2000s, but I was close. Sony Records was on to us for a little bit, but
Oh wow.
But anyway, you know, and so that off of, but I've always been, you know, artistic, probably autistic too, but you know, so I've always done stuff, and then, you know, I worked in construction, things like that, and then, you know, I try to pay attention to things in detail, and like I find, you know, shapes and stuff like interesting and stuff like that, and follow artists, and you know, but like doing the Dio stuff, I'm telling you, man, before, you know, 3 years ago, I had never done any of this crap.
Wow.
Any of it. I've never sculpted or carved or nothing, you know. So it was literally just the first one I did, I'm being honest, was like kind of like Blitz said, was like I had an idea for a photo. I wanted a Dio. You know, I seen some Dio guys, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I can make you a rooftop for $700." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, rooftop," you know. And it again, that's right there's, I mean, nothing against them, you know. There's some guys out there. I can't do that to like people like myself.
No,
I can't. I just can't. Like, we're doing this for fun. Like, I want you to be able to buy it, and you know, and I need to make some sort of profit for my time, but I don't rip people off. Like, I just
you do not.
Not at all, man.
He has the best prices in the game that I know of. So,
you know,
I mean,
but anyway, so like I was like, I'll just make one myself. So I made one, and I was like, that's not terrible. You know, I was like, I'll, you know, try something again. I made something again, and then it was actually it was Path.
Nice.
He had always been so supportive to me. My dog's about to knock over my light. Would you stop? Quit it. He was always so supportive to me. I was like, hey dude, I'd like to do a Dio for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you know, you don't owe me anything. I want to do one for you that you want, and you know, all I ask is like, you know, you give me some props on it if you like it. And so I did him a warehouse one, and he was just blown away, and he ended up sending me money for it anyway, you know. And I was like, you know, and then and literally from there, just things just kind of just like ran away.
Yeah.
Like next thing I know, I was just getting hit up with orders for this and a request for this, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep up.
Right.
Yeah, man, your dials are freaking amazing. And I agree. I agree with like what you said. Like I made a Dragon Ball Z dial not too long ago, and the only reason why I made it was because somebody was selling one way smaller than what I did for like $600.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I think I could do that. Let me just try it out. And I did it. And it came out to like, what was it? Like $37 in materials, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's amazing.
It's like, I remember Toy Attic, you know, when he hit me up for the basement thing, he told me like somebody gave him a quote for like a corner of a basement that was like ridiculous. And I was like, dude, I'll build you a whole basement for like half of that. You know, and I was like, because one, I enjoy doing it, you know, or else I wouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
You know, I still make, you know, I make sure I still, most of the time I make a profit. You know, it may not be much, but I make a profit, or at least cover my materials and shipping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the biggest form of payment I get are when you guys are like, dude, this is awesome. I love it. I'm having so much fun with it.
Yeah.
To me, that's the payment. That makes sense. That's what I enjoy, because if you're getting like, if you get 400 photos out of that thing, or even 50 photos out of that thing, and you're just happy every single time, and it's inspiring you to do more art. I did my job. Like
I'm getting close. I'm getting close to that, Jedi. I'm getting close. I'm maybe at 300 photos.
You're there. You're close. You're definitely close.
I got so many ideas for the stage, but when I seen the stage and when Frank was showing me like photos he was taking with it, one instant memory came to my mind from that Raw stage. And I don't know if you guys watched wrestling back then. I'm pretty sure Green will know this one. It was when the New Age Outlaws were fighting Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, and they put Cactus Jack in the dumpster on the stage and threw him off the stage.
Yep.
That one photo I have here, I hope Frank is not listening. Don't take my idea, man.
Don't steal it, Frank.
Don't do it.
But
Copyright that.
I mean, I have so many ideas in my head, but when I saw that stage, I was like, I need to recreate that scene when I get it. Like,
that's awesome.
That was iconic. As a kid growing up, seeing somebody get thrown off a stage in a dumpster, I thought he died.
Yeah.
I thought Chainsaw. Cactus
There's
Jack
a lot
died.
of times when I thought that man should have died.
Yeah.
Right. And Worthy says he can build me a dream house as long as he's in it. The dreams come true. Oh man!
This besides the wrestling stage is like the latest hot thing for me to build, but like other than that, it's these building faces with the fire escapes.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, this is no offense to anybody that orders them. I love doing them for you guys. Yeah, I do, and I'm glad you're so happy with them. I fucking hate doing them. Only because those fire escapes are so time consuming to build.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Even though I've done a bunch of them, because I built them out of wood.
Okay.
I hand drill all the holes for those pegs and stuff like that.
Yes. So they,
those are all glued together and pressed together, and so it's a lot of work. It's just a lot. And then when somebody's like, "Hey, can you make it so they can go on the other building too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
You're a better man than me. The moment I would have glued two pieces of wood together, I'm like, I'm done. It's over.
Right.
And I try and I'm and I'm always like, man, I hope they like this, man. And I don't want to do no garbage work for them or them get it and be like, this thing sucks. I can't believe I paid you money, So I'm always trying to, make it look good, because at the end of the day, because I've had dios in the past that I've got one now where I did a lot of work for, and the payment still hasn't came through, and it's been a long time.
Oh man, what the hell?
It's okay. I give people like some space, you know what I mean? But I also try to look at it as, okay, well, when I make it, I try to make sure that I like it, because if you don't like it, I got a dio.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Finally, I got one for myself. I'll keep it.
That's right. That's right. That makes sense.
And I've had ones before that, like, I think I had 3 or 4 that people, backed out of. And I took them to, the last Comic-Con that I did. Man, it's been a while. That was back in spring or summer, early summer. I sold all those things.
Nice.
They were gone in like one weekend, just flying off the. I even left the Comic-Con early because I ran out of stuff to sell.
Oh, that's
shit.
So
Damn. Hell yeah.
So, so I'm never. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when I build it, I try to make sure I like it too.
Yes.
Not just that the customer likes it, but like something that like I would like.
That's so dope.
And then, because if I got to keep it, then I'll use it. And if I'm not going to use it, then it'll get sold, and I know somebody will take it.
That's dope.
But that demonstrates the heart you pour into it, man. You pour your heart into the creation, man. That's what's up with it.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't happen if you wouldn't do it that way if you did. Man, I just get blown away by it, man. And by the way, shout outs to Clint Taffy, Nico Sam for joining us too. But like this one, man, this is nuts, bro. This one that you did for the homie. This is just crazy, man.
That was another tough one, man, because he all he said was like, I want a bat cave. I was like, okay, like, what do you want? He's like, nope, I just want a bat cave. And I don't want you to show it to me before you ship it to me. I want to open it up and see it. And I was like, dude, you realize like what you're asking of me? Like, I have to have like some direction. And he's like, nope, nope. And luckily he's been happy, or at least he says he's happy, you know, but I was like, this one scared me. This was probably like the scariest one that I did because it was so unknown. I was like, man, I don't know if he's going to like it, you know, and
it's amazing, bro.
Cause I'm going off of like my ideas, you know, and what I would like.
But that's what we appreciate, is that you are infusing your creativity and your art into it. And I mean, we can't be anything but thankful for that. That's badass. So,
and with this one, you know, I tried to make it again. It's like modular, like, the semicircle, you know, platform that the computers are on. That's movable, of course.
Yes.
Nice.
The bat suit display case, of course, is movable. That back wall, the silver piece, that's actually reversible. So the floor flips over, and it has a different design on it. And then there was another piece that attached to that back wall to make it look like stone and like castle and stuff. If you wanted to do it a little bit more older looking.
That's sick.
So I tried to give him like be able to have different looks, you know, so he could like move stuff around. And it doesn't always come through in the photos, but like the painting on the wall, there's I think 7 different colors. Because there's blues, there's greens, there's purples, and depending on like how it's lit, you know, different things will kind of pop out.
That's crazy.
So I was trying to get that really good cave look, you know, where different things would like shimmer and you know, some things are glossy, some things are kind of flat. Some things are, you know, like I said, some things would reflect light and some, you know, didn't. And I tried to have it have both texture, both negative and positive texture. Yes. So there's stuff that's carved in, there's stuff that's like popped out, you know.
Nuts, bro.
And again, that was like trying to the breakdown on that and the assembly pieces and like how to like some parts of the roof are like not only magnetized but wooden dowels are pegged together so it has support and things like that. But you know, I'm just glad I'm Worthy's happy with it, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And honestly, that speaks volumes about just your talent and your creativity. That people are just hey, I want this. Work your magic.
Yeah.
No specifics. Just hey, go nuts.
Spoiler alert! I love it.
Well, I'm glad you do, buddy. You know, I'm happy that you love it.
That's what's up, man.
And I would tell you though, it's always scary because I mean, I always want to make somebody happy. I mean, look, we all know what it's like to like place an order for something and get something and go, this thing's fucking garbage. You know, because sometimes you get something and you're like, man, it's so cool, and other times you get something and go, I paid how much for this? You know, and you're just like, well, whatever. I'll put it in the back. Maybe I'll use it sometime. So, you know, I always want to be the thing that like somebody gets it and is like, whoa, this is better than I thought. You know, I'm always trying for that.
Well, you keep getting that. You keep shooting. You keep shooting them 3-pointers every time, man. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I don't always feel that way, but you know, I'm trying.
Yeah,
honestly, like I said, guys,
I'm not, bro.
There are guys out there that are amazing diorama builders and do such great stuff, and I all hats off to them. You know, I respect. I am winging it, trying to like figure it out as I go. I'm making it up. You know, half the time I'm not sleeping or up late trying to get stuff done and sweating it the entire time until somebody gets it and goes, I'm happy. Then I'm like, great. Okay, start the next one. You know,
that's the passion you put into it, and
That's
it's
right.
very evident. Very evident in your work.
Green, you're next on the list, bro.
Yeah,
I know. I got some ideas swirling. I've been thinking about some things.
I mean, I know you do plenty of your own stuff, you know.
Oh,
but
bro,
I'd be happy to do one
seeing
for
is
you
like
too.
brick walls.
Just you know, I like it when like the big guys in the community, you know, have something from me. You know, I feel like you guys just know me a little bit better that way.
We're not the big guys. We're normal people.
We're the dudes.
We just love what people put out in the community, man. And you're one of those dudes that puts out amazing stuff, whether it be your toy photography, your cosplay, or your dials, man. And like, I love what you do also in the Daredevil collab too, because it's not just a regular collab group. It's a group. It's a group that challenges. Like I love the things that you put together.
It's a work
different.
group.
Yeah. It's different from other collab groups that we're in. And, you know, we can all attest that we're in a large amount of collab groups. And I think I look forward to the challenges.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and it's what I love about that collab, man, is that you are so encouraging for us to, you're always encouraging everybody to just try. Give it your shot. Give it your shot. Do see what you can do with it and see if you can go. And what I also love is that when everybody in that collab assists each other too.
Yeah.
They all help each other get to that, what that shot needs to be and what you're asking of us. And it's, man, dude, I'm telling you, man, you're a godsend to the community, man, because your positivity, how you interact with people and what you're doing is just, man, it makes this hobby fun, man. And you're right. I mean, there are some amazing diorama builders out there and stuff but I think what you do is that you in a sense, if this makes any sense, you blue collar it. You're in the streets with us. You treat us as peers. And you make and you develop your dioramas as peers. You do your photos as peers. You're very inclusive to the community, man. So like it's appreciated, brother. Just to let you know.
I feel like you said, there are a lot of amazing dio makers in the community and in general that are not part of the community that sell dials, but they are not you.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate all that. Like, I mean, and like the collab thing, like literally that was born out of, you know, me always taking part of collabs.
Yes.
And they're always fun. Like every collab is always fun. You know, when you're like, hey, let's do this, you know, cool. You know, and I'll put together a shot. And every time that I'm shooting, I'm always trying to think of like, okay, how can I get better? How can how can I get to this guy's level or that guy's level? Or, you know, how do they do this? Because I mean, I don't know jack shit about photography.
Neither do we.
I've been learning, you know, over the last few years, you know, of course. So when I came up with the thing, I was like, okay, nobody does a Daredevil collab. And like, you know, like Daredevil's kind of my thing.
Yes.
And then I said, well, do I want to do a collab where people just do Daredevil shots, or do I want to do a collab where we're like, we work on stuff?
Yeah.
You know? And so that was what I did. And that's, you know, and I was like real upfront with that when I started. I was like, look, this isn't going to be take a funny picture of Daredevil, you know, every week or whatever you want. It's going to be, this is what you're going to work on. It doesn't matter if you suck at it or not. You're going to try and you're going to try to get better. And I think, you know, and for the most part, most people have taken to it pretty well and have gone, holy shit, I got better. You know, because like they had to work on things, you know. Like one guy I can tell you that like I've seen his shots just drastically improve, and I'm not going to say that it's from the Daredevil collab, but I'm going to say that it's from the Daredevil collab.
Oh yeah,
Fucking take credit,
go
man.
ahead.
Is Skelly, man?
Yes.
Oh
Old
yeah.
Skeletons Collectibles, dude. His lighting has gotten so much better.
Oh yes.
Because I kept, we kept just like, no, do this, bro. Try this, do this, work with this, get the, and all of a sudden his shots just went bam, 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 and he keeps getting better. And and I love seeing it because I'm like, dude, you're not that anybody was doing anything wrong,
right?
But you see them, it's like you were good, now you're even better, and now you're even better this week, now you're even better this week.
Jedi, I'm seeing so many people evolve in that collab. I'm literally seeing a lot.
It's sick, isn't it? It's so much fun.
It's so fun. It's like, what the hell? This is so dope, dude.
Even me. There was what was it? The rule of thirds. I didn't know what the hell that was, and then you guys were like explaining it to me, and I'm like, okay, I think I could do it.
Well, you've done it. You've done it, and that's the thing. What I love about what Jedi Jack is doing is so many of the people in the collab actually have done these shots. They just didn't know they were doing.
Didn't realize it, yeah.
And he's making them hone in on it and really take a look at like, oh yeah, I did do a shot like that. So
right,
it's dope, man. It's really
I finished my throne.
For the longest time, like I didn't even know what a Dutch angle was. People were talking about
nice.
Dope.
Well, let me turn on the light.
Great, bro.
I'm happier with it now. This is me evolving.
Sick.
You evolving.
It's over 9,000.
Looks awesome, bro.
That's sick, man.
Oh
damn.
Man.
Made it a little stony.
That is magic.
Yes.
Looks awesome.
Damn.
Right, I'm done. See, I'm tired of it already. I don't want to do this anymore.
Just take a little black wash. Just run it over top of that. It'll even out all the highlights and the medium tones.
Okay.
He's gonna, Jedi's gonna push you, man.
Okay, I'm gonna do it now.
But yeah, the collab has definitely opened people's eyes to even the latent talent within them. So it's so awesome, man. I appreciate again, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate what you do for this community like that. Oh shit, Green, where'd he go? It's just I don't know, man. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you continue to be here. I'm glad that you continue to just contribute the way you do. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I really hope people are watching and learning from that. And I say that because I'm saying that even to the people out there that are making dioramas and stuff like that. It's like, and you're making like amazing work, but it's not going to your head, bro. You're still doing it for the love of the community, for the love of fellowshipping with people, and like you said, so you can see people like getting use out of it. It's like and that's special, man. That's the special thing.
A lot of people out there, I wouldn't say a lot of people. Let me correct myself. Before I decided to make stuff for myself, people that I have reached out to and to get pricing on dials or give ideas for, like they don't treat it as I'm having fun. Somebody's gonna use my prop or my dial to take photos, and I can't wait to see how it comes out with their ideas. They're just like, this is work. I need to get paid. Your approach to it is phenomenal compared to many others.
Yes, very much so.
I look at it like this: like I'm doing something for a friend.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And that friend needs something from me. So I'm trying to help that friend out so that friend can get what they need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a job,
Right. That's right.
I got a job and I make plenty of money.
Right.
More would be great, but you know, whatever. But what I'm
Ain't that
getting
the
at is
truth?
like I don't have to make huge profits from this to make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
literally, I will tell you, man. There's plenty of diodes that I do that if I make $10 on, when it all comes out to like time, materials, the whole thing, and I'm like
Wow.
$10, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. You know,
Wow.
Wow.
Damn, man.
because I know, especially if I know somebody's getting like, you know, use out of it and enjoyment, and I keep seeing their photos,
Mm-hmm.
you know, each time, and I'm like, do you know how many times I see somebody's photo and go, wow, that's freaking badass? I'm like, what a great background, and go, wait a minute, holy shit, I made that.
That's hilarious.
That's my dio. You know,
Oh,
I'll see him all the time. I'm like, man,
That
that's a
looks
good looking
familiar.
dio, man. Somebody did
That's
really
so
good
dope.
work. You know, that happens to me all the time. You know,
Wow.
and so I'm always happy, you know, that somebody's getting enjoyment out of it. Because look, man, life fucking sucks.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
It's
knows that right now more than me.
It's cruel.
And
It's life pulls no
if
punches.
this is the this is our escape, our thing that's sacredly fun,
Yes.
you know, for enjoyment.
Absolutely.
You know, it's that one little thing that we got, you know, and I'm not gonna let anybody like ruin that. And if I can bring some enjoyment to somebody else's, you know, doing of that, you know, then by all means, I'm going to.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's people that struggle with, you know, different things, and like, you know, toy photography or collecting, you know, is their way of coping.
Yes.
And if I can add to that and help make that enjoyable, so they're around one more day and can, you know, try to be happy with one more day, then I'm gonna fucking do it.
Preach,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Awesome, bro.
That's
Hell
what's
yeah.
up.
Preach it all day.
Preach on it, man. That's what's up.
This is our happy place.
And speaking of that, I want to look at, man, dude. Your setups are nuts, bro. You know, you gotta dive in a little bit to some of your shots, man. What goes into your mind when you're making your shots? What's your composition like?
Random. This is so like my background's like, I take like some poster board and like I literally spray paint a bunch of shit on it.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I take like that dio is like probably the third, fourth dio that I made, that walls, those walls back there.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
And then like, you know, I tried to sell it because it was like reversible. It looks one way on one side, different color on the other side. And I kept them, you know, and I randomly use it. That Frazetta figure, oddly enough, right here. So I was at the Frank Frazetta Museum a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because it's real close to my house.
Oh, that's dope.
Nice.
And I met Sarah Frazetta, who's the granddaughter of Frank Frazetta.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You know, excuse me, and her mom, who's the daughter of, and got to tour the whole place and everything.
Holy
and they're
shit.
incredible people, just super nice.
That's awesome.
I was there for, I don't know, 3-4 hours, just going through all the artwork and looking at things. And she signed the Dark Wolf box for me, gave me a calendar.
Oh wow.
You know,
awesome.
Let me in on some info of some stuff they have coming out soon.
Nice.
Which is going to be amazing.
That's awesome.
And if you're into the fantasy stuff, you're going to be blown away.
Oh, that's dope.
And I would jump on it. I will tell you that if you didn't get this guy,
okay,
you're definitely going to regret it, because they nailed it.
Yeah, they did. I watched that like a couple months ago. I love watching every once in a while.
I jumped on it, you know, right away. I was a big, I'm a big Frank Frazetta fan anyway. So like just the artwork I wanted, but the sculptor that did this, I always mess up his name. It's like Emil Donahue. It's something like that. But anyway, the guy's done work for Diamond Select, for Mezco, for he's like I'm trying to think, like the last, I think the Diamond Select, like Fantastic Four, he was a sculptor for all of those.
Oh, word. Nice.
The sculptor for the Mezco Ghost Rider.
Nice.
He's done like a lot of work in like the last few years, like the Diamond, all like the Lord of the Rings stuff. That's the same sculptor.
Okay.
So like when they were doing their new line of figures for this Frazetta line, the joints are very similar to like Mythic Legions. You know?
Okay.
It's not like Marvel Legends. It's pretty much the same as like, you know, Mythics. Other than the fact that instead of like a waist swivel, you've got like a diaphragm pivot, which gives you a little bit more dynamics.
Yes.
On the stuff. But the biggest thing, and like when I was talking to Sarah, she was like, we wanted to make sure that the sculpt was really good.
Right.
He's like, we wanted articulation to be good, but we wanted to make sure it, no matter what, it looked awesome on the shelf.
That's right.
And they knocked it out of the park, man. And they've got stuff coming, and it's gonna be badass.
Okay. All right.
Enable
city.
What we do.
Getting enabling ready. Getting it ready.
You know, they you know, being a new company, like, you know, yeah, you paid more for the figure because it's, you know, one off. They're not doing like a, you know, 5-figure waves or anything like that.
Yeah.
But dude, the quality's good. Like
I'm okay with
there's
that.
Nothing wrong with this thing. And I got this, I think from pre-order to in my hand was 4 months.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
Compared to like I paid for Mythics 2 years ago that I'm still waiting on.
Right, or Mezco.
You know, and Mezco, yeah. And you know, and when I talked to like Sarah, because like she was saying, well, we approached Mezco on doing, you know, some of the stuff and doing like a fully licensed line. And they were like, yeah, okay, we can do it in like, you know, like a 3-year timeline. She's like, I don't want to do that. She's like, I want to get this in people's hands.
That's right.
You know, and she's I talked to her quite a bit. She loves the toy community.
That's awesome.
She's not a big fan of the comic guys or some of the other people. She's like, they're all kind of like weird. She's like, but you toy guys, like, all genuine. You're like, you're just happy. You're like, you want to get the stuff, and you're like, you'll give positive feedback, or you give good constructive criticism. She's like, and she's like, and I listen to it. And anyway, I'm just saying she's a good person. You ever want to get her on the show? She is all up for doing these.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Reach out to her.
Nice.
Get her on the pick bar, man. She's super. She's very well educated in art.
Wow.
She loves it. When I was there, and when I told her, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm this person. I was one of the first guys to get the figure. I took a bunch of photos." She's like, "Oh, wait a minute." She's like, "Did you get your phone?" She took my phone and scrolled through my IG for probably a half an hour. And was like,
"That's awesome."
She's like, "Oh yeah," and followed. You know, was already following me, and then like, you know, did some other stuff, and you know, it was just she's just super cool, a good person, friend of the community.
That's awesome.
Positive about what we do, loves the artwork, loves seeing, you know, other people's interpretations of things. Anyway, just saying that there's more than just us out there.
Yes, but it's appreciative that people recognize that we are having fun. We're like kids with these things.
Yeah,
and that's how this hobby should be.
Now I'm done.
Yeah, it should be. Now he's done. It should be that. It should be like that.
Now it's all black washed up.
Okay. There you go.
There it is.
Oh,
there you go.
Let me turn on the light. I might as well leave my light on.
Oh yes.
There you go.
Yeah. You see how how it evened out the highlights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the good thing about like that when you hit it with the highlights on those things when you did the dry brush, you hit it with the black wash after, and it kind of mutes it down and then kind of just blends everything. Now it looks really good. Now it won't be so drastic when you hit it with lights and to take the photo.
Yes.
And I only learned that, dude, just off of that
Trial and error.
just experience, trial and error, man.
That's what's up.
I told my wife before the show started, I was like, my goal is to impress Jedi Jack by finishing my drawing before the show's over. I was like, I'm gonna finish it before this show's over.
There you go. Yeah, and here you go, Green. Here's just an example.
Dude, that's another one I've
fucking
been
killer.
eyeing.
Mystic Legion's
Wukong.
putting it down in Jedi
Unfortunately,
Jack.
that one wasn't part of the sale.
No.
Unfortunately.
They got it. They got
they're coming out with
the
the variant, right?
Yeah, they got a
got-
very like the gold one.
The Super Saiyan.
yes,
Yeah,
that one
Super
looks cool too.
Wukong.
But, this dude, this is nuts, man. I love your clarity, your colors. I don't know, man. It's like you take the shots like it is a diorama. If that makes any sense, it's like you take the shot in mind of the actual three-dimensionality of it.
He got a good eye. His perspective for any shot he does is in the perspective of having a dial.
Yes, and that's like, were you always that way, Jedi Jack, or did that all come as you made more and more dials and you took more and more shots? You just started blending that eye.
Yeah, I think more like, it was more of a development thing.
Okay.
I think I knew where I wanted to get to.
Okay.
And of course I'm still like chasing that. And I think just the more you experiment with like taking shots and going, oh crap, man, it looks like really flat, or this doesn't have any depth, or how do, and learning that, sometimes it's just a simple thing of just like turning the figure just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Of creating just a little bit more depth, and that, some forced perspective on things, and like, with like the digital backgrounds, like I played around with it for a long time, and it wasn't until like recently that I figured out like messing around with like saturation rates for like both your figure and your background.
Yeah.
And you can get it to blend so well. There's one guy, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now, but there's somebody that does like, he uses digital backgrounds for everything, but you can't tell. Like his blending is so good. He does such a phenomenal job with it that you're just like, it looks like he's just got this giant diode,
Yeah.
And I'm always just blown away. And it wasn't until like I sat there and like analyzed his photos and went, oh, okay, it's like the saturation rate. Like he's, the background's not overly saturated from the figure and vice versa. Everything's kind of matched. And that's what kind of like pulls it together, helps to pull it together. This, I was in a lot of bad space in my head. I can tell you that. There's a lot, I was feeling a lot of frustration. So that's where this photo was born out of.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was also one of them things, like I set it up. I really didn't think about it a whole lot. I had like kind of an idea in my head of like what I was feeling, and was trying to express that. And there it is. I mean, honestly, I guess that's what art's supposed to be, right?
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Exactly.
That's absolutely right, man. That is absolutely right. Like I said, man, I like the fact that you approach this whole hobby from just an experimental point of view. Like, you're having fun. You're trying stuff. You're testing this out. You're seeing if that works. You see if that works. It's like that. It's a lot of exploration. I see that you utilize a lot of exploration, and that's
Absolutely,
amazing, bro.
Mhm.
every
That's
single
dope.
time. I mean,
That's so dope.
I mean, I still shoot on my phone. Like, I don't have a DSLR.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Team
What?
phone.
Seriously?
yeah. That's all iPhone 12,
What?
bro.
Nice.
For
You guys
whatever
kill
reason,
me with these phone
What the-
uses, man.
You shot this? No, dude. Whatever, Jedi. Whatever, bro.
That's all this right here.
Whatever, man.
You know, I don't. I mean, half the time I'm always like,
insane.
I need to get a digital camera, but I'm like, I got to order. You know, I got to buy like 5 more sheets of styrofoam first for all those diros. So, you know, the camera goes on hold. You know, but no, I mean, I'm always experimenting. Like, and maybe experimenting is not a good. I'm experimenting so I can learn.
Okay. Okay.
Like, because like I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
But it
I'm
fooled us.
trying to figure it out. Like, I
Right.
see other people's shots. I see your guys' shots. I'm like, fuck, how do you do that? You know, there's some stuff Thor will do, and I'm like, fuck, that looks so good. How do you make that look good? Like, it shouldn't even work, and he made it work. And Blitz will do something. I'm like, fuck. And Green, dude, Green, you've been freaking on fire for like the last 3 months. Every shot you put up, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh man, that means a lot, man. Thank you.
And I'm just, and not hate. It's more like, God damn. And I'm like, man, I'm slacking. I'm like trying to like figure
bro.
out like how do I get better? How do I
and
not in a competitive way.
Right.
More like a, you know, like, fuck, these guys are doing really good. Like, how can I do that? You know, or what did they see, or how did they approach this? How did they light it? You know, what angle did they hit with this? You know, and like when I'm going to tell you, like 90% of the time when I'm in the right headspace and I'm taking shots, I might set up a scene and I take 50 shots.
Yeah.
Nice.
And of different angles, moving stuff around, this and that. And then I move stuff around and take another 50 shots.
Okay.
And then I move stuff around and then I take another 50 shots. And then go back, you know, when I finally like, sometimes you'll get that, oh, that's the one. You know it as soon as you click the button, you're like, that's the money right there. You know? And you know, that's the one, you know, and then there's other times like I got to go through 300 pictures that I took and I'm like, trash. That's okay. Trash. I feel like Jameson, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, like, garbage, you know? And so I'm always trying to just figure it out, man. You know, I have zero formal training. All my stuff is like, just like anybody else. I'm watching YouTube videos and looking at everybody else's shots and trying to figure out how they did stuff. And, you know, I had somebody that was a partner that taught me some things, but again, I didn't, you know, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Well,
It's like, I swear I thought you were using a DSLR, dude. I swear. I had no idea you're using the phone, bro. Like,
everything's been phone from day one.
Bro.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, bro.
Nice.
You phone guys.
Yeah,
you phone guys.
What
You know what?
And with phones is like, you guys need to be. You probably should just be like hackers or something, man. Because you guys do shit with phones that people can't do. You're hackers.
Well, the thing with I like about the phone, other than having the camera is I move the phone around a lot.
Okay.
Like it may be a quarter of an inch to the right, you know, or slightly up and to the right. And I feel that's harder to do with a camera on a tripod.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, where I see a lot of guys.
I don't even
You
use a
can maneuver
tripod.
into the
Yeah, I don't use a
spaces
tripod
to
either.
get that angle.
All right. I mean, you know, it's just I'm just going off of like the guys that I see that do setups with, you know,
Yes.
DSLRs and tripods, and they're like, they can get the shot, and they're just like, this is what it's going to look like, and I'm like, man, I wish I had that forethought and be like, and that commitment to like, this is how I'm going to make it work, and you just you make that square peg fit in a round hole, you know.
Yes.
Me, I'm like, I set something up, and I'm like, well, this is kind of what I got in mind, you know, and so I set something up and I move it and go, that looks like shit, and move over here and that looks like terrible, and then come over here and like, I can't find. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? You know, and then and I kind of just like dive in from there, and I go, okay, then maybe I got to reposition somebody and repose somebody a little bit.
Wow.
And then I kind of work from there, and even then, a lot of times, depending on what I'm doing, I might have that shot and go, okay, all right, I got one I can kind of live with. Can we do better? You know, and then kind of like start at the beginning again, you know, and like take another angle and move some other people around, or, you know, maybe like, okay, move them farther away from the background, move them closer to the background, move them, you know, put something in the foreground, and until I find out where I'm like, either I run out of energy where I'm just like, okay, that's enough, or I go, you know, hey, that's pretty good. That's what I had in mind. Let's edit it. And usually once I start editing, I go, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think guys will like this. Guys will they'll be like, oh, that looks pretty awesome. You know.
Yeah, I can't even, you and Green using it, because I get that mobility. It's like and actually the reason why I don't do a lot of behind the scenes, because I don't use tripod, so I totally forget. Once I shoot the shot, I'm moved on. It's like, oh shit, I should set that up. And, you know, but I don't, man. You guys with these phones, it's like, I just don't. It always puzzles me how you guys get the level of the resolution, because you guys' stuff, like, you know, whether it's Green's, whether it's yours, your guys' stuff is crystal as if it was a DSLR. Like it doesn't have the look of a phone. It has the look of a DSLR, and I'm amazed at how you guys get that resolution.
I literally think that's all just coming down to the learning curve of knowing what you have and how to work with it.
Oh.
So for me, I know my phone's gonna require like a lot of light.
Okay.
So like there's always a lot of light. Like I working like low light stuff, it's gonna be trash. Like, but if I work with a lot of light, and then if I want to shadow it afterward, you know, through editing or whatever, no big deal. But if I don't have a good strong light, it's just not going to pick up, you know. And I think it's just like everything else. Like if you're painting something and you're not used to like a certain brush, you're not going to do well. But you got that one brush that you know you can do anything with,
right?
You know, you're going to use it. You got that hammer that you know you can do anything. You got that drill that you know you can do anything with. You know, whatever. That's I think that's what it is. It's learning your tools.
Yeah.
So like for example, so this is just saturated with light.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Because it doesn't look like a phone, man.
That was saturated with a lot of natural sunlight through a window, and then just a little bit of extra lighting, little bit of artificial lighting. And again, this was one of the things that was like where I was in my own headspace, going through some stuff, and you know, it's that emotion, you know, and life reflected into your art.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't trying to take a great photo. I was trying to express how I felt at the moment. you know, and I'm glad like a lot of people, you know, liked it and stuff like that for sure. But that was, again, that was like not me trying to take a good photo. This was me dealing with my own stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But it just, I like, man, I applaud you fellas, man. I told you, just talented, man. You guys, like I'm telling you, man, because I feel like sometimes I feel like with the DSLR, it's like a cheat code. Not, you know, I don't have to work as hard with the
Nah, it's a tool, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Figure out how to work with what you got.
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's that. But I think that's the lesson for the day with Jedi Jack is that you work with what you got. Because this man, whether it's the photos, whether it's the diodes, you again, I feel like you're an explorer, man. You just get in and start exploring, and you're like, where's this journey taking me? Where's this adventure taking me? And it's how you approach your material, man. And there's a lot to be gleaned from that, because that's why I'm telling you, it feels like your heart's in it. Because you wouldn't be exploring and doing this stuff if you didn't have a passion for it. There was no passion.
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, and I had no idea that that I would have a passion for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you know, this hobby was something I didn't know about.
Right.
You know, and you stumble upon it, and you start having fun with it, and you just start building. You know, you just start. It just runs away. You know, and that part makes it even more fun. You know, I mean, I mean, you know, with the the funnest part for me, you know, is obviously still doing like the photos and the collecting and stuff like that, because it's always fun to get something new. You know, you see something cool come out, and building the dios. Like I said, the funnest part for me is seeing like other people be happy, and you know, I also, you know, done some work for there's a local independent comic creator here, Swerve Comics. If you go to my JJE page, I did a custom action figure for him. But then I just last week he had a bunch of 3D printed head sculpts for his main character that he brought to me, that he had painted by somebody else, and he was like, "Hey man, these all look like shit. Can you fix them?" And it was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. There was like, I think 6 head sculpts, and they're all like, you know, that big, something or other. And I had to like sand them all down, strip them all down, you know, fix up some spotty parts and reprimer them, repaint them. Wow. Some of them I had to like freehand some of the shapes on and stuff like that. And you know, when I got all done, I was like, yeah, dude, just, you know, give me $20 for materials or whatever.
Wow.
And he's like, no, you know, I got to give you something more. And I was like, well, that's up to you. I'm charging for materials. You're starting up an independent comic company that I feel strongly about, and like I like. You have a good story, you have great artwork. You know, I want to support you. You know, he's giving me more work. He's bringing me, I think I got like another half dozen like full size helmets that he wants me to do.
Wow.
So yeah, that's cool. If you guys check it out, Swerve Comics, 8 Ball. Dude, great story with freaking phenomenal artwork. The artwork is similar to a cross between Great 90s and manga Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
And
I like that.
And I'll tell you, there's like zero BS in the comics. It's literally good guys and bad guys.
Oh, nice.
And a really good story.
Old school. Yeah.
Old school, straightforward. He doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
And he, all the stuff like you read and you go, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. That was cool.
Nice. Okay.
And he's got like some horror stuff coming out that he's working on. That's really cool. Just a really cool guy. And again, he's small independent guy, trying to start up and anyway, just give him props. I'm saying, I doing stuff outside of like the regular toy community, but I love doing all this stuff, man. It's my only escape.
Yeah, we can tell. This is awesome, man. Your passion's there, bro. Like that.
Yeah, man.
You guys, this community to me, I'm extremely thankful for. I can't express how grateful I am for support and appreciation I've gotten from so many of you, and it means a lot. And I thank you guys.
Oh, anytime, brother. Anytime.
Anytime.
These
anytime,
fellas,
man. Thank you.
These fellas know right here, man. We, because of our connection with the guy on the logo behind us all, that's why we're sitting here, man. It's like it is extraordinarily feasible to make connections here that just feel like brotherhood and family.
Yeah.
If you allow it to be.
It's weird, isn't it? Like,
it is very weird.
I feel like I know some of you guys more than I know. Closer than I feel closer to some of you guys than I do the people I've known for 15, 20 years.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's great.
And I've told these guys time and time again, like, it's the people that I've met in this community, like you guys and so many countless others that have kept me doing this. Like,
yes.
If it wasn't for this community, like if I was just taking pictures on my own, like I would have stopped like years ago.
Right.
But it's the people that make this community awesome and keep me going and keep me striving, to get better and to learn more and open that creativity.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's
very
and it's like so much. There's so many like fronts that you get with it. It's like that creativity expression. It's that feeling of accomplishment you get when you know you're doing better and somebody recognizes it.
Yeah.
It's that putting something out there that maybe you're not sure about how somebody else is going to react, but you felt good about it, and then getting a positive reaction and people going, dude, this is really great, and making you feel like, wow, somebody did like it, that's like that's pretty good feeling, and I try to be genuine, like, when I like somebody's photo or share somebody's stuff, I mean it. I mean what I say. Like, if I tell you your photo's awesome, or I think it's awesome, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
If I don't share something or don't comment on it too, please don't ever take it that like I didn't think that. More than likely, it's like either I didn't have the time or I missed it, or
that's right.
It's never that, because I try to support everybody, as much as I possibly can. And watching all you guys get, not that you were ever bad before, but still watching you get better all the time is just so freaking cool. Green's got that. You can do that good, like that high def effect to things, and you've got it dialed in to like where it doesn't look weird.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know what you've done that you've mastered it. Like it always looks cool.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It just pops and
it goes back to what you were talking about with the phone, is dialing in and figuring out your lighting.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, like my shots before, like I used a lot of color in my shots.
Yes.
But I always felt they looked too cartoony. Like they didn't have that realistic look to them. So I've tried to kind of dial my lighting back, dial my colors back to try to get more realistic tones and lighting to where they look, as close to like life as possible. And
You've
it's
been
it's
doing
all
it,
it's
bro.
all trial and error. Like it's
Dude, and you've been doing like it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm telling you, it doesn't. Like there was I definitely like, and it's not a knock on what you were doing before, but you can see the turning point where you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, Green started to like turn this thing up, or like you can feel like you can tell you figured something out, and you just like kept going and like, and Blitz, you've been doing some stuff lately, dude. We're like,
dude,
you seem like you've been experimenting more with like depth of shots and things like that, like building out, and it again doesn't go unnoticed, bro. You see it, and Thor, dude, your scenes, the way you set up scenes, your capacity to come up with what you want to see in the entire scene is so good, because like there's so much going on in every one of the shots you've been doing for the last couple months, where you just I have to keep going back to it and go, man, I didn't even see that, he's got this tucked in the background over here, and this, and it's so good, man. All I'm saying is, guys, you're all awesome, and I see everybody getting better, and I mean, I think that's pretty cool that we all get improved. Hey,
what it is, and I think at least, and I can speak for myself, but I know I think the fellows can tune into this too, is that I'm having too much fun, bro. Like when I'm having fun and I'm letting this be the therapy, the hobby that it is meant to be. That's when, because man, during the day, I mean, shit, I wear a mask, man. I do serious shit during the day, man. My day is not, I don't laugh until I'm hanging out with these guys or reading their comments or doing it. That's when I get to laugh, man. I don't, my normal days are not filled with laughter. So
same here, bro.
It's rough, man. So, and my wife does her part. She does her part. Absolutely. But she knows that I need this therapy because my daily work is like tough, man. It's real dark shit. And so it's getting the opportunity to just unwind and cut loose with these fellas, man. I thrive off. I cherish it, man, in so many ways. And so every time I'm popping into this community, it inspires me, man. It really inspires me. It makes me want to shoot. It makes me want to feel happy about what I'm collecting. It makes me want to challenge myself. I mean, like Blitz and I just said, man, you gotta collab where you actually make us actually learn. And so it's a beautiful community when you let it be that. When you let it be, it can be amazing for you.
And I know exactly what you mean, bro. You and I work in very similar fields.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that. And yeah, I mean, I work with a lot of dark shit all day long, and the rest of my life's pretty dark too. So this is my light.
There you go.
And yeah, I need that, and I'm very thankful for this community and people like yourselves. And let's keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Let's not let this thing die on the vine. I mean,
no.
I mean, we've created something that didn't exist before.
That's true. It's very true.
I mean, it didn't go back 5 years ago. This wasn't a thing.
No, it was not.
Not the way it was now. It is now. And I
definitely right.
Let's keep. I want to see people learning. One of the coolest things I see is when I see other artists doing these instructional or what do you call it? Like, you know, teaching things at like local libraries or schools, or stuff,
Yes.
teaching kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so freaking cool because so like, you know, once in a while I'll do Comic Cons and stuff like that, and I'll go, you know, set up the booth, and I will tell you one of the most heartbreaking yet rewarding after a few minutes things that I see is kids that come up to the booth, and I'll have, you know, a bunch of dials set up with figures and stuff like that, and the kids will look at it, and you know, the parents might go, "Oh, no, don't touch," and I go, "No, those are toys. You can touch them.
Yeah.
You can play with them.
Yeah.
You do what you want. That's what I want you. That's why that's what they're there for."
Awesome.
You know, and to see someone's imagination kind of get turned on, and to see them start to like see that happening, like I'm like, hey, guess what? You know, you can take like pictures of this when you're imagining like something happening, and to see that, you know, all of a sudden the wheels start to turn, and then like that's a thing, you know, because there's so many people that don't think that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's
if we can ignite that imagination in people that I think is lost, unfortunately, for so many that you know, I mean, you know, all you guys are younger than me, but like I grew up like that's all I had.
Right.
I mean, you know, I played G.I. Joe for freaking 10 hours straight. You know, me and my buddy Todd would set up these elaborate missions that went on for, you know, 8+ hours, you know, 2 hours of setup, 2 hours of teardown, you know, and, you know, it was like hang gliders going through the air and zip lines and, you know, treks through the swamp and parachutes, you know, and I think that's such an important part of your brain working.
Yes.
That I think we've lost through the advent of convenience.
Yep. There you go.
You know, I mean, I love video games. I know, you know, you guys are gamers, and I play stuff. Like I know Blitz, you were talking about the N64. I miss my N64 too, man. GoldenEye,
yeah, man.
shit. I miss the days of playing like 4-person GoldenEye with just a room full of friends.
Oh man, 007.
That was gold, like, literally. And you know, what was the racing game on N64? Zero.
Shit.
F-Zero, yeah.
F-Zero.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and of course, you know, Mario Kart. You know, I mean, you know, I missed that shit. That was the best.
Classical stuff, man.
But you know, then I think what now has happened is so many people growing up on so many of the stuff that nobody developed imaginations.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I think that's a sad thing.
It is.
You know, because it's there and it's important. You know, that's where the creativity comes from. You know, I don't know if any of you guys read a lot. You know, I read a lot. I read all kinds of things, but besides the dramatic work stuff, you know what I'm talking about, Thor. And but I think this hobby is, you know, probably one of the greatest escapes that you can do.
Absolutely.
The way I look at it is when we're talking about it doesn't matter what genre we're doing, whether it's the sci-fi, whether it's the comic book, whether it's the mythics, it all comes down to heroes.
It does, doesn't it?
And the things that inspire you to be a better person, to treat people better, to live a better life, to do better.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
preach on it, brother. You got a shout out too from Chubsy Wubsy.
Chubsy, what's up, man?
What's up, Chubsy?
You got to give me that idea. You never give me an idea of Chubsy, exactly what you wanted for your dio. I have no idea what to make.
He's calling you out.
Tell me what you want.
Calling you out. Thanks for dropping in, too, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Again, it can be a beautiful hobby, and I think that if we're having fun and we allow ourselves to have fun in it, it can really be true therapy if you allow it to. Mm-hmm. And that's why, like, I have fun, man. I and like Green said, if it wasn't for the bonds I've made in the the family Toretto style that I made here, man, I wouldn't be doing this, right? I mean, I don't know what I'd be doing, to be honest. With my free time, I'd probably be stressing the fuck out.
We're spending thousands in therapy, right?
Exactly. One of the two, exactly.
I mean,
this is way cheaper.
Well, technically, we do spend thousands in therapy.
This is childhood therapy, man. It works better.
Don't tell my wife.
I was thinking about this earlier, so. I don't know. Green, what are you at? Like 32?
Do what?
How old are you? 36, right?
I'll be 36 next month.
Yeah,
Blitz?
37.
I'm 72.
Yes.
Seriously.
It's classified.
So the way I look at it, so I'm a Gen X guy. All right. So I'm 51. So I know I look damn good for 51.
You don't look a day over 31.
Right.
So the way I look at it is, I had to grow up really fast. Really fast. It was just my mom and me. I had a key walking home from school in first grade.
Yeah.
Cooking my dinner when I got home, the whole thing, the doing laundry, the whole thing. I had to grow up real fast. So to me, this time now is me still getting to enjoy my childhood stuff that I missed out on.
Yeah. That's what's up.
And I really don't care what anybody else thinks.
There you go. Man said it.
If nobody likes it,
oh well.
I don't give a shit.
Thank you.
This is for me.
Yep.
This is for me. So be proud of what you do.
Yep.
Don't hold nothing back. Keep it real.
Yep.
And keep it on.
You heard it, kids.
Keep it on.
He's playing around. He's dropping gems of knowledge, kids, out there for you guys watching on the replay. Yeah, man. He's dropping the knowledge, man. I appreciate it.
Yo,
man.
I'm sorry, Vico just tried to play me. Motherfucker, yo.
Bliss is over his yearly income.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Got a ways to go. Oh man.
It's still early in the year. We have not gotten there yet.
There you go.
Just saying.
Man, you got to keep the overtime money higher.
Right.
Yo, I do like 19 to like 22 hours of overtime.
Right. And you base everything else just off the base salary.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
But the toy stuff, you just like base it off the overtime.
That's why I try to do so much overtime in 5 days, because then if a bill is paid, I'm like, well, and my wife don't know.
I love it, man. Oh man. I don't even know, man. This has been an amazing episode with you on, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. This is one for the record books. As always, man. You just come on here and you break it down. You break it down. You give us gems. You drop us with gems. You put gems out into the community. That's what you do, man. Tell us a little bit about some of your. We haven't really talked about this, but what are you looking for? What's a figure you got looking forward to that's coming soon that you kind of excited about? What do you got on the horizon that you're like, man, I got to get my hands on this when it comes?
I got a couple things on pre-order, but there's stuff that everybody else has already gotten before. I'm usually like late to the getting my I leave my pile of loot sitting for a while.
There you go.
Because I like waiting until like I got like 10 or 15 of them coming.
Yes.
I don't like to get it when there's like 1 or 2 in the box.
There you
go. So I tend to wait. But I would say the biggest thing that I'm probably excited for is the Savage Crucible Wave 1 stuff I got coming.
Nice.
Okay.
Since I ordered quite a bit of this Wave 1, but then because of my Dio, I also won the entire Wave 1.
Nice.
So I've got like double the amount of figures coming.
Nice.
So I think that's gonna be pretty fun. They've got all the figures produced and painted, and they're all ready to go.
Nice.
What screwed them up right now was they didn't have the packaging finalized in its design. It is finalized now, but unfortunately, then Chinese New Year happened.
Yes.
So everybody goes on vacation for the month. So then everything gets delayed for another 6 weeks.
Okay.
But that I'm really excited about that line. I think those guys, one, they have some really awesome sculptors. Two, the guy that's running the line, the people putting together that thing are really passionate. They're collectors.
Yes.
They're collectors and toy photographers.
Yes.
So like they tried to make stuff that everybody would like, and I think they put a lot of love and a lot of effort into each of these things, and I'm happy to support them. And their stuff looks, I don't know if you guys have checked out like their early production photos of like the paint jobs and stuff. It's freaking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready.
I have no idea. I have no idea how they did some of the paint jobs and the way they held or hid the joints and like the elbows and stuff.
Yes,
it's sick. It's
some.
ridiculous.
Mainly because of all that work went into it and that price point, man.
Yes.
And when you can deliver on the sculpting, the painting, and at that price point like that, man, I can't refuse that.
Because I mean, to me, it's one of the things where it shows you like they're not doing it out of let's make a quick buck. They were doing it out of like a labor of love.
There you go.
Like they wanted to make some cool stuff that everybody could enjoy, and it's reflecting. And the things that they have ideas for coming in the future. I love Mythic Legions, but man, Four Horsemen better step up because these guys are like, they're going to do it. These guys are like, oh, you want a dragon? Okay, we're going to build you a 4-foot fucking dragon. How about that?
Yeah, that's I mean, but we need that though. We need that level of selection. We need that in the community.
Yeah,
bro. It makes it.
He said 4-foot dragon. My wife will throw me the fuck. Don't play.
Hey, you guys are already. I already like hating all three of you because, well, not yet. I'm not full hate because I didn't buy anything yet. But goddamn Godzilla photos. I swear to God, you post
Danny's fault.
Don't blame
It's Danny's fault.
You post one more fucking Godzilla photo, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
I got like 20 in the archive, man.
I got one I'm posting tonight.
Yeah, I would say Toy Addict, and then through him is Blitz and Green.
I don't need to fall down that hole.
Look, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. This actually happened a few days ago before my wife went to the hospital. So Danny FaceTimed me. A lot of you know me and Danny talk a lot on the phones. And he doesn't live too far from me. Like we go to Toy Cons together and we go to Legion's Con. So he showed me the Ghidorah. So I ended up pre-ordering the Ghidorah. So I actually did one of the. You ever did one of those measurements where you don't have a measuring tape and you do it with your arms
Yeah.
and you walk to where you're planning on putting it at? I did that, and my wife saw me, and I was on FaceTime, with Danny, with Toy Addict
Oh
17.
shit.
And Danny heard when my wife was like, "I'm gonna send you to fucking live with Danny."
Oh shit. Oh man. Oh boy. It's yeah. It's yeah. Blame those guys. That was a Naval City. Because I never even thought about 1/18 scale or like even 1/24 scale or 1/300 scale until these guys got into this kaiju stuff. So now I'm buying shit.
It's bananas. It's bananas. I love it. I mean, I got one Godzilla figure. That's all I needed. I am gonna get another one. I have one pre-ordered on Amazon.
Same here.
And then I got Ghidorah coming. I already have an idea for a dial. I've ordered a little bit of stuff that I'm gonna make a park, and I'm gonna make a street dial, and yeah, I'm ready, man.
Hell yeah.
But you should definitely get a Godzilla, man. It's worth it.
No, do it.
It's not huge. It's a small figure.
No.
It's like
amazing.
7-inch figure. Get one.
Yeah.
You know how hard it was to pass up on that freaking Jet Jaguar that came out?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
It's
Dude,
not bad.
when I was a kid, that was the greatest movie ever made. Godzilla versus Megalon.
Megalon.
Godzilla's sliding on his tail doing the drop kick.
Mhm.
Dude, it was
Reruns all
freaking
day.
golden.
Right.
I can't go down another hole, man. I got
So you know what we got to do when we post Godzilla photos? You know how you can actually show, like, you could pick people that you don't want to view your photo. We got to make sure we
Yes.
Right.
Jedi Jack so you don't see them now.
So he doesn't see it. Oh man, I'm tired.
But then when we put it like in the collab groups, he's gonna be like, "Shit, it's a Godzilla photo."
every single one of you motherfuckers puts one out there, and I'm like, God, I'm not buying a fucking Godzilla. I'm not doing it.
Do it.
God damn it, Danny, why'd you put that picture of Geeter up?
Do it. Oh yeah, man, it's great.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
And like I said, this is awesome, man, because like I feel like this year, we've been talking about that quite a bit, is that it's cherry picking year. And so it really, like, looking for, like you said, you're looking forward to the Savage Crucible. It's like awesome to be looking forward to something that you know it's not like all these 1,000 different ways or 1,000 different companies. You've got a target specific. I'm looking forward to that coming. It's like Raven's Eye has been diving into he's going into the Warhammer stuff. So he's like looking for war, Skelly's looking at Warhammer stuff. It's like people are diving into very specific stuff.
Yeah.
What does Vico say? Like,
he said for him to raffle off a dial, and the money that he gets for the raffle, he could buy Godzilla.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's a win-win. He says it's a win-win.
So
Win-win.
do a Godzilla Dio with buildings.
Oh shit. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That'll work. Then if you got to make a dial, what if somebody commissioned you to do a Godzilla dial, right?
Oh yeah.
And let's say they back out after you build it, and now you have this dial that you need a Godzilla for.
No,
he's got it.
That's what's fucked up. I got to buy it ahead of time so I can scale that motherfucker right.
This is true.
It works out. That works.
You would
out.
have to buy it so you could scale it right. That's
there was something else. Well, lucky I had a wrestling figure.
I
had a
for
Triple
the
H,
stage.
So I could do the other stuff. But there was something else I did for somebody. I had to go out and buy the figure.
Oh wow!
Because it was for like a Transformers or Robotech or one of those mech kind of things. One of those weird scales where it's like 1/27th or whatever.
Oh wow!
And I had to I was like, I don't have anything that I have to have something to go by,
Yes.
And so I had to spend money to go do it, and then the guy didn't buy the dial.
Damn.
It's okay because somebody else bought it later on, but
okay.
Yeah, it was I'm not doing a fucking Godzilla one. I'm not doing. Okay, I'll do one, but
no rabbit holes.
No rabbit hole.
Yeah. Okay.
You say that now.
Right, Green. Right.
Because what's gonna happen, right? Listen, hear me out. This is exactly what's gonna happen. So you're gonna make the dial and you're gonna scale it for Godzilla. But then you got Rodan who has like a nice wingspan.
Fuck you.
So now you got so now you got to measure for that. And then if somebody's
You know
like,
what?
well, I have
Fuck your
Ghidorah.
wrestling dial. Fuck your wrestling.
Oh my Lord. You guys got me going. Oh, this is hilarious. Man.
Oh man.
No, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what'll happen. Because I'll build I'll build a volcano. And then I'll be like, okay, well, we got to have like the entire downtown Tokyo.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the dial is the size of my entire room.
There you go.
And I got the Godzilla like theme song from 1964 playing. You know,
and then you'll be set, man. You'll be set.
He's right. That's one way to get it going.
Somebody send me the Jet Jaguar, and I will build you whatever you want.
Damn. There's a challenge out there for you guys. You heard it.
Yeah.
Jaguar, and he got you hooked up.
Dude, you guys are awesome.
Oh, man.
If I haven't told you enough, I appreciate all you and everything you guys do for the community. From this, the pick bar,
Thank you.
all your stuff doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me.
We try, man. We try to make the community.
I don't know where AB is. Is he all right? And you guys in contact with him?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Where did he say he was going today? He was doing something, but
he's doing his taxes, but he had to do it away from his where he
he's
lives.
doing some Target runs because AB's the only guy to buy stuff on the live in front of us. So you know he'll be a target on the live.
Yeah, he hit me up about a Star Wars dial, and I sent him some plans, but then I didn't hear back from him, and I was hoping everything was okay. I mean, you always worry about if somebody. If somebody got in a goddamn car wreck or
no. He's just been.
I mean, he got a lot on his plate, but yeah, he's switching jobs. He just got another car. His other car crapped out.
He got a new ride.
Yeah.
So.
He got the AB mobile now.
There you go. But
Pimp my dial.
As we wind it down, man, I just want to say again, we just appreciate you, brother, coming on tonight. Appreciate you being in the community. Appreciate all you're doing, bro. Like you're an OG, man. You're a straight OG. And man, if y'all ain't supporting Jedi Jack, JE Toys, I mean, if you're not doing that, then something's wrong because this man's he makes it happen. He's a beacon to the community, and it's a glue like him that keeps us rolling and having fun, man. Because it's we're out here, and any support system we can give each other is a worthy support system because you never know, what we need to encourage us, what we need to keep us going, and when we're doing this stuff, none of the likes and none of that shit even matters when we're communicating like this. When we're hanging out, when we're geeking out over a figure, geeking out over a toy line, that's what this is all about. This is what makes this fun. So thanks for just bringing out the childhood in us, bro. Like you make it's fun, man. This is fun.
Thank you guys, and it's not to touch on a like serious subject or like spoil the mood or anything like that, but you kind of hit on it yourself, and Thor, I know you get inundated with it every year, and Blitz, you working in HR, you do too, and Green, I don't know if you do, but sometimes you can write off the in our everyday lives when we get the yearly training or the reminders of like people's like mental health and being aware of your peers and stuff like that. But to be honest, man, it's important.
It is.
You know, it really is to keep an eye on each other.
Yes. Very much so.
Just sometimes you don't realize the effect of just saying, "Hey, man, you doing okay?" You know, or just you need to talk. You need to vent. You need to whatever. Just be there for people. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's it helps.
It does.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't forget.
Nah, man, appreciate that.
I tell that to toy addict all the time when he calls me to let me know his blow up doll broke. I just had to make you laugh one more time.
Dude, I've sent him so many patches.
Oh shit!
You know?
He doesn't know when it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like, bro, buy a new one.
Thank you.
There's still a lot of love left.
Right. Vico says, I have a question for y'all. I ain't open. Nah, man, we open it all. Dude, Vico, we ain't got no time no more, bro. When a figure hits my hand, it's open. It's
yeah.
open.
Like, get that garbage.
Oh, Vico, you want to? I mean, nah, I already showed it.
I got some old shit all open because I've always got stuff that I haven't opened in freaking months.
Yeah, I do have some boxes and stuff, but I don't even know shit.
I got the black suit Mafex Spider-Man that I ain't ever opened.
Oh wow,
that's a dope figure.
Open that one. That was dope, bro.
I got what's the mythic with the hooded cloak dude with the hawk?
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I know who you talk.
Darvin
or something like that.
Yes, whatever. Ain't never opened him. Hanging on the wall.
What? Open that stuff, man. Wait.
I got all kinds of shit I ain't open.
Well, now you're gonna have a Godzilla that you ain't gonna open.
Yeah.
Look, y'all ever watch Coming to America?
Of
yes.
course.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you. Who's next?
Godzilla. Godzilla's next.
Yes. Oh man. Oh man. Jedi Jack, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Just appreciate you tonight, man. Thank you
man.
for coming on.
It was a blast, dude.
We and it's a fitting because we're gonna be taking a little what do you call it, mid-season break in March.
Yeah.
So we're doing a mid-season break. We'll be back in April. But this is an excellent mid-season finale. This is our mid-season finale, Lazy Boyz with Jedi Jack, man. We couldn't ask for a better guest on the night.
That's right.
Close us out and get us going. And that's and they're a little bit different. But thanks, Raven. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Raven.
And thanks Jedi Jack, man. He made the show great. It's Blitz will give us a little rundown. Ain't too much to say, but
I mean, I can't top anything right now. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say about a rundown. The only thing I gotta say is thank you everybody in the chat for joining us and kicking it with us. We always appreciate it. And thank you, Jedi Jack, for doing what you do on a daily with us. And whether it be in the collab, whether it be posting your photos, like it's amazing what you do. Keep doing it. And to piggyback off of what you said earlier, like I've done it with a lot of the guys in the community, and I know these guys have done it as well too. Like, we're not celebrities. If you want to talk to us, like I'm always listening to people. Like that's my job. Like I listen to people every single day at work. That's my job. But I can do it here as well. Like I tell people, if you message me and I don't answer you right away, I will definitely get back to you. If anybody ever needs to talk in the community, reach out to us, man. It is the truth, man. I was in a dark place before toy photography, so I know exactly what it's like. Have fun, play with toys, Jedi by Godzilla. The rest will follow. I mean, I can see it now. When we return in April for Lazy Boyz, Jedi will be part of the Kaiju collab.
Yeah, he's predicting it now.
He's calling it right now.
Putting it into the ether. Yes. Oh man.
I can't even say that.
Oh man.
But no, Jedi, thank you for joining us, man. Thank
Yeah.
you for being on with us, shooting the shit, having laughs with us, and getting to you know just tell your side of everything, man. Like putting what you put out every day. And thank you for the Daredevil collab and making us really think outside the box with your challenges. Like I said, it's a unique collab because everybody either does a theme, which is easy to do, or no theme, which is even easier, but you're giving us style shots, which is much more like to the point. So thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
for that.
Makes us learn.
I can't thank the Daredevil collab community enough for like hanging in there for as long as you guys did, especially when it's like weekly. Because I know it's a lot. I mean, you know, I missed a couple weeks myself, and I apologize for that because I just wasn't there.
Hey, look, like Darth Vader. Apology accepted, Captain Leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then I get choked out.
I ain't taking apologies.
But everybody that participates in that, thank you guys, man. You guys are freaking phenomenal when it comes to that for putting up with the bullshit that I throw at you. And don't ever think that like I'm taking it lightly, because most of the time it's when I come up with an idea for the collab, it's me thinking about what I need to work on.
Oh,
it's, you know, so like the very, if you think back, Thor, the very first week when we were like, we're gonna do portrait shots.
Yes,
because I suck at portrait shots. So I was like, I wanted to work on it. I want to get better at it, you know. And there was people that like messaged me on the side, and they're like, dude, I hate doing portrait shots. I'm like, good, fucking work on it, get better.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, if you don't do the things that you're scared of, or you're not like willing to do, how are you going to improve at it? So
that's right.
Like, so one of the other things I do in my life, is I'm a CrossFit coach. So I'm always trying to get people to like, you know, move beyond like what they're comfortable with, you know? So whether it's doing something heavier or experimenting with a skill they haven't, you know, attempted, you know, that's what I do. And so that was like half of my point of doing the collabs in that way was like, let's do the stuff that we're uncomfortable with doing.
Right.
Not the stuff that you're like, yeah, I can do that. I want to throw some stuff at you that you're like, oh fuck, I don't know if I can do that. I want to challenge you, you know, to make you like think and try new things and experiment. And because how are we going to get better? You never get better if you just keep doing the same shit over and over again.
True.
Yep.
You know, you got to try new things. And even if you fail, even if you fail and you hate it, so what? You tried it, and you're going to learn something from it. You know, I mean, there's half the shots that I do, half the time I go, I don't like it, but I learned something from it, so that way the next time I do something else or something that's similar, I can build off of that and go, okay, what I learned last time, I learned that, you know, I need to position my light here and get it in this way, and I need to make sure that it's, you know, highlighting in this area, and you know, I need to make sure that like when I'm posing, I'm really paying attention to all the things, not just like one specific point. When I'm building the shot, you know, look at like what's going on and everything, you know. So that's all I'm ever thinking of. I'm never like trying to like make anybody feel less of themselves or anything else. I'm trying to make you better, you know, and I'm trying to help you. You know, even if you hate what I'm doing, you know, and there's some people are like, I'm not doing this week, and that's cool. You don't have to, you know. I put the stuff out there so that we can each be like working on things to get better, to be better at these aspects, to enjoy the things better. So that way that the rest of the shots that you do, you know, if the Daredevil one's your most challenging one of the week because you know, had to learn some things, I'm always hoping that like the rest of your shots get better because of it.
Right.
You know, that like all of a sudden in a Star Wars, you know, collab, you're doing, you know, these really awesome shots because of what you learned in the Daredevil one, because you got challenged to do something else, you know. That's my whole point of doing it. So
and it's appreciated because the way you do it, Jedi Jack, is the actual right way to do it. And I say right way because there are people in the community that give people pointers and tips and stuff like that, and even criticisms. But there's a way to do it, and the way you do it is it's not coming from a position of you're inadequate. It's coming from a position of let's learn together. Let's learn this. And that's where people want it. That's where people appreciate it. Not to say the critiques aren't warranted, but there are people in the community that critique people, and it's like they're not learning from you critiquing it. They may take that very personal when you critique it like that. Maybe you approach it a different way. And what you're doing is that different way. You're approaching it from an aspect of learning, not from you're like the educator who starts everybody out with an A, and then they got to get to an F. Versus you start with an F, and let's see how hard you can get to be an A student. No,
absolutely. And, you know, and that's what, you know, I try to make everybody feel welcome and be like, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey or your experience of things. Like, let's all work together. If you need help, ask.
Yeah.
There's people that are far better than me that ask in that collab. They're like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And I offer my opinion. It may not be the right opinion.
Right.
You know, now I'll offer it because maybe it's something that might trigger them to think of like, you know what? I didn't think about that.
Yep.
You know, and that's why I always wanted to be like a safe place and for people to like have an open mind about, where they're just like, you know, don't take things as like the wrong way, but take it as like, here's what I did, you know, here's what I see, you know, try it or not. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it won't.
That's
you know, I want you to you express yourself the way you want, but if you're asking for like, you know, what should I do to make this look, you know, a little more seamless or whatever? Like, okay, well, try doing this, you know, try messing with the color saturation, you know, that's what I see, you know, if you're asking for that specific point. And I want it to be like a welcome place. And you know, I also try to like, although I haven't kept it very PG here, I try to keep things very PG in my, you know, Daredevil collab because we do have some younger members.
Yes.
You know, and I always try to like, you know, tell people that, you know, try to remember that, you know, be respectful and remember things is like there's a time and place for everything.
That's right.
You know, and unfortunately that Daredevil collab, we can't be like completely open. Exactly. But let's work on the photos together, you know, and you know, for me, Daredevil holds a big special place. My two favorite Marvel characters are Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Nice.
I know, Corey, I know you're a big Spider-Man guy. Spider-Man's for me has always been a motivational character.
Yes.
He always, you know, I'm gonna keep trying, you know, and you know, Daredevil for me is always going to be the character that gets back up.
Yeah.
You know, because I think although Daredevil gained some steam, you know, with the Netflix show, I was always a big Daredevil fan before that because to me it was like, here's the guy with pretty much no superpowers,
right,
and a disability,
right,
who struggles with so much bullshit day in, day out, and just keeps trying to do the right thing.
There you go.
the characters struggled from everything from mental health to dealing with insurmountable odds to I think I mentioned this before on somebody else's show. It was like when I was younger, Peter meant more to me than anything. But as I became older, Matt meant more to me. Because there was I think they're very similar, and I think that's why it's always worked when they were together as partners, almost like an older brother, younger brother kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
One's experienced some things a little bit more and a little sooner and a little bit more serious than the other. Where Peter's always had the advantage of some extra abilities to kind of get through some things.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, Daredevil fought the fucking Hulk.
He did back in the day. Yeah, and survived.
And just threw himself at it.
Yep.
And only to help his friend.
Yep.
It was nothing else to just help his friend.
Yep.
I that still kind of resonates with me. Some of those things. Green, you're always welcome to jump in that Daredevil collab.
I was about to say that.
Even if you don't have a Daredevil,
Green got it. Come on.
Well,
even if you don't have a Daredevil, you can still come in and work on the stuff with us.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Man,
consequently, I passed on my Daredevil to Mr. Blitz right here.
You did actually.
I know. And Blitz has been loving the shit out of that Mezco.
Dude, he's been knocking it out of the park with those Daredevil shots.
I recently had gotten that Mezco myself. Because Diggs.
Oh, Diggs, yeah.
Diggs.
I did that hallway dio for him, right?
Oh.
And that motherfucker, after he paid me for the dio, sent me that Mezco Daredevil.
Oh shit!
Oh wow,
that's what's up.
And I am eternally grateful to that dude because I was after that guy to get him, and I kept passing. I seen some good deals on some where I was just like, yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, it's still a lot to pay for a figure and stuff. And for him to just send it to me out of the blue as a thank you, it meant the world. I was blown away. It literally made my Christmas.
There you go.
The best Christmas present I got. And anyway, thanks,
awesome,
Dig.
man.
Yeah, we got to get Green in there, like you said, Green, because you'll enjoy it, man. It's so much fun.
Dude, I don't care if you use Star Wars figures, man.
Right.
Just come in and do the work.
Exactly.
Hey, add me in, man. I'm down.
All right,
let's go.
I'll add you right now, man.
Do it. Do it.
Wait a minute. Oh man. But yeah. On that note, I guess if Blitz ain't got nothing else to bust down, I guess we'll be back Wednesday, the last Wednesday of Pick Bar, so we'll be throwing down some stuff of us. Now, going into March, we do have the Torontorians are going to be hosting on the 13th, I think, of March.
Yeah.
So the brothers up north are coming and dropping their things, which I always love to see them do their thing. So, that's going to be going on, but we'll be off the range. But we may have some guests like them on Wednesday. Just depends on who else hits us up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. That's what's going on, man. Blitz, anything else you got?
I ain't got nothing, brother. Let's kick this week in the balls and have a great week. And yeah, let's stop being lazy.
Well,
you heard him.
On that note, you heard the man. We up out of here. Jedi Jack.
Night, everybody.
Thank
you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Coming,
Good
man.
night, everybody.
Y'all. Let's go.
Do it. Love you guys. Peace.